Hi everybody, it's June here, June Angel Pews, back again with the second of my fantastic banners. Oh, and this is a treat for you. Let me quickly say, because I've reminded myself about B12. I was reading an article the other day, and it was so stupid really, but it was about the Beckhams, Victoria Beckham, and many of the stars are having injections of vitamin B12, which straight away, with my sort of a little bit of medical background, made me think, gosh, you know, what they're having injections for, because, you know, you can only store so much vitamin. Well, I don't think you can store it. I think it comes away eventually. But, you know, if you have injections over and above what you need, it can cause problems. And it's a complete and utter waste of money, because you just go to the toilet and it comes back out again. But it made me look up vitamin B12 just to sort of refresh my memory. And one of the symptoms for the lack of vitamin B12 is a slight yellow tinge to the skin, particularly the hands and the soles of your feet, would you believe? So, me and my usual conversations with the nurses and the doctors who pop in, I asked them, because the palms of my hands, it looks as though I've been, it's not too bad, not bad at all, no, there's nothing there. But on other occasions, it looks as though I've been self-tanning, I think, anyway. And they're going to do some tests to see what it is. They said it's highly unlikely that there's a problem, because, you know, I take vitamins and all sorts that are prescribed for me. So I just thought I'd mention that little bit of information to you. A little bit of useless information, perhaps. You know, these things do come out and sort of interest you, don't they? Well, they do me anyway. Right then, here we go. Number 2. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, this is stunning. Let me lay it out. Oh, I love this lace. This lace is gorgeous. I was going to say it's my favourite. It isn't. It's not far off it. I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember the firm either. So I won't waffle on too much about that one. But this is from my dear, dear friend and crafting colleague, and that's Bonnie. Bonnie's from the UK, and she has a channel on YouTube which is Sassy Scrapper, and my goodness, she's done me proud, hasn't she, on this? I couldn't get over this. I didn't. I mean, Bonnie was making this apparently all the time. You know, I was receiving banners, etc., knowing that she couldn't get it done in time, but also knowing she wanted to send it, when she did send it, as an absolute and utter surprise for me. Well, this sort of carried on, and then just about a fortnight ago, I think it was, somehow my name came up in a link. I was probably looking at Bonnie's videos, because I do obviously go on to all my friends' videos, see what they've been doing. It wasn't a link to the video, it was just, I don't know, somebody must have made comment, I don't know. But I thought, that's strange, why is my name? I mean, I've sent some challenges into Bonnie in the past, so perhaps that's what it is. So I did what I had to do to get through to this final thing, and it was this banner. Well, I was a dead loss, wasn't I? I cried when I saw it. I cried because, of course, my love for ballet. And Bonnie had taken all that into account, bless her. Did I say, sorry, I'm going off the I'm going off the trail here. Did I say Bonnie was from the UK? She isn't at all, from the USA. Sorry, Bonnie, sorry. What am I like? I don't know. Getting tired now. It's took me all this time, you know, to upload that video, to put right a few errors that I made. I didn't edit it because I can't edit, don't know how to. That will be rectified, I hope, soon. So yes, it's took me all that time. So of course I'm exhausted now. So sorry, Bonnie. Bonnie is from the good old USA of America. So yes, Bonnie obviously had, as Maggie did, you know, they put so much into their projects, so much. It's not just a matter of making something. Far, far from it. And of course, this is what Bonnie's done. She's got an image, and uploaded it and transferred it to this. So as soon as I saw what it was, as I say, I had a cry. Or did I say it? I had a cry, but I switched it off quickly because I knew this was obviously going to be a surprise for me. So I did, literally. Then I thought, gosh, this was... the video was dated the 30th of December. And when I looked at it, we were at the end of April, beginning of April. Hark at me. Sorry. End of January, beginning of February. June. Come on, pull yourself together. So I thought, oh my goodness, if Bonnie sent it then, we're still in the Christmas New Year period in the UK, you know, and the Royal Mail, they're absolutely useless. They can't cope with anything, you know, out of the ordinary. And I was just worried to death that it might be lost in the post. Oh, so I did no more than I thought. I thought about it for a while, but I thought, no, I've got to write to Bonnie. So I had to admit to her, bless her, that I'd somehow stumbled against this alongside this video, and I'd seen it and how worried I was, etc. So of course she came back to me and said, don't worry, it's we only posted it whenever. It was certainly nowhere near the 30th. It was sort of a fortnight later, I think. So that was a big sigh of relief to me. I mean, you can, the amount of people who do videos and don't send the item, you know, because they've made the item for themselves. And I thought that possibly could have been the way, you know, might have been, she'd made it for the challenge, say. Although I knew it wasn't for challenge, but you know what I mean. You can imagine my head, can't you, thinking all sorts of things. Right, so within a couple of days of me having that conversation with Bonnie, this came. So I could have another good cry, couldn't I? Oh, what can you say about this? What can you say? It is absolutely exquisite. It really is. And I thank you, Bonnie. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know I say it a lot, but my heart is, I think it's a big one anyway. And there's lots of people in that heart, and you're certainly in it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this gorgeous piece of art, because that's what it is. The love that has gone into making this is amazing. There's the back. Isn't that beautiful, beautiful fabric? The little bits of little flowers, embroidered flowers and leaves. And this is sort of creased. You know, it's meant to be creased, if you know what I mean. You didn't need ironing. So And then this lace, it's gorgeous. And I know this is from, oh dear, here we go again. I can't say the word, that's the trouble, you see. So I can't ever remember it, because I can't remember how it, Tresor Deluxe, does that sound right? Something like that. I'll put the link down at the bottom, down here, because I've had laces from there. Lucy is the owner, and she's the most lovely person, so helpful, so nice, and I'd love you to go along and see what she has. And like somebody said on a video I watched the other day, you know, not every lace is, you know, an arm and a leg that is beyond us all. There are quite a lot that are very, very affordable. So go and have a look, you know. And I don't know, I've never bought any less than a yard. I've only ever bought a yard or metre, whatever it is. But I'm just wondering if Lucy does half yards. Possibly not, but it might be worth asking the question, you know, if you really would like some and you can't afford the full amount. You never know, it might be worth asking the question. Oh, Bonnie would be able to answer it, I'm sure, because she's a designer for the firm. Oh dear, I will get round to it. When I'm talking to the girls on Skype, I have to say, you know, the Trellews thing, the Trellews. And then they come out and tell me. Right, so, as I said before with Maggie, please go along to Bonnie's channel and see, because she's made this video, so she explains far better than I ever could what the laces are, how she's cut them, how she's mounted them. I mean, she spoke about one piece down here, and it was her very last piece. You see, that made me cry. Oh, you're leaving the last piece just for me. I thought it was lovely. Such a lovely, lovely person she is. Just look at it. It's all so beautifully put together. Look at that image. I'd love to know who they are. I went to see Swan Lake the other day, last Friday, and it was the Matthew Bourne Swan Lake, where the swans, cygnets, etc. are males. Plenty of women in there, don't get me wrong, but you know, the stars and the top characters are male. Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. There wasn't an ounce of fat on any of them. They've got these rippling muscles. Hark at me. Nearly 70, I'm talking like this. But that's, you know, I enjoyed it. Front seat, I always have my front seat. If I don't get a front seat, I throw my toys out the pram. And as they were, you know, sort of dancing and spinning, the sweat was... I think I said this on one of my first videos, you know. The sweat was sort of coming out in circles and almost hitting us. What an experience. Okay, June, now calm yourself down. Naughty girl. Right. Oh, all hot and bothered now. Right, here we go. So let's go from that lovely image to the flower. Look at that. It's the palest baby pink. I don't know whether you'll... Yes, that's it. You have ever seen. It's just gorgeous. Those rhinestones in the middle. And then this, I call it baby's breath, but it's probably something entirely different. Again, Bonnie's video will explain what they are, and I've got them. And they are gorgeous, just placed as Bonnie has done, just here and there. Aren't they lovely? So tactile. So sort of 3D, 4D. And then this one. And I love these. I've got these as well. No, I'm not even going to attempt to think what they were called. They're little buds. And in this case, they're this baby pink again. But with just a smattering, not a very good word, but you know what I mean, of gold. Gorgeous. And then we've got these again, just laying over there. And this, the pearls and the beads, tube, there's a name for the beads. No, can't think what they're called. But isn't that just stunning? I'm absolutely thrilled by it. And then they're placed on more of the flower leaves. No, I've got that wrong. I think that is a different flower to this altogether. And I think that is on that when you buy the spray. So do you know what I mean? That is with that. But as I say, Bonnie will explain all. Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I really am. I love this. You know how I love my crocheting? This is sort of, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for, apart from crocheting? Needle lace. Needle lace. That's what we call that. You know, on stump work. You ever done stump work? Doesn't sound a very particularly nice name, but it's when you're doing figures to make them 3D. So you work them on the fabric and you stuff the figures, so if it's a face or a body, etc. And the lace work makes up sort of a bigger section of the embroidery. Worth looking at just to see how it's done. It's really interesting. Loads of videos on YouTube. And the course I'm going to, well, it's a mini holiday in March. I'm going to Jersey, not New Jersey, Jersey in Britain. And it's a textile exhibition. And we do workshops, and I'm doing a workshop on, I've got it here. One of the workshops I'm going to try, because I'm useless at painting faces and goodness knows what, is that. Can you see her face? So that's made out of fabric. This is done by Faye Maxwell. She's a friend of mine who's a fantastic artist. And she makes these gorgeous images with tiny scraps of fabric, beads, feathers, as you can see. So hopefully I'll come back and show you the one I've made, and hopefully it'll be much better than this one. I think not. This is another sample of Faye's work. You can see that all right. That's just layers and layers and layers, make it quite thick, of cut out bits of scraps of fabric, lay a fabric on the top, then machine stitch lines and lines and lines, very narrow, down and across as this one is. Then these are cut into these and just pulled back and stitched, just tapped down there, and you get this fabulous effect. Again, look up Faye Maxwell. You'll love some of her work. This is why I love textiles. Honestly, you cannot beat them. They're all so unique. So, and you know, all these stitches that you're seeing, you know, they've been going for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's amazing. So, back to Bonnie. There we go. What more can I say about it? It's just absolutely the bee's knees, as my mum used to say, my darling mum. The anniversary of her death was the 28th of January, and I was telling everybody, and telling myself for goodness sake, that it was 6 years this year, but in actual fact I'd got it wrong. It was 5 years. So when I came to do the memorial in the paper, you know, I was gobsmacked. Feels like 25 years. I miss her so, so, so much. So there we go. Thank you again, Bonnie. I'm going to get this now uploaded so all my friends and subbies can see this amazing piece of work. And thank you, my darling. You're a lovely, lovely person to know. She's a real fun person as well. You know, please go along to her channel. Have a look at some of the older videos as well as the new ones, because, you know, they are very, very different. And they're really, really wonderful, honestly. I have nights watching a particular person on videos, you know. I just stick on that one person and go back and see the different videos. You know, I sort of go back and see what I like, the sort of things I'm interested in. It's fascinating. It's great to see how they progress as well, you know, from their first video, both in how they present themselves and the work that they do. Fabulous. So thank you, darling. I shall get this uploaded, and I'm going to see you again very soon, ladies and gentlemen, because, as I said on the first video to Maggie that didn't get done, and that's a different story, I went on to tell you all about what we're going to do next. I'm going to concentrate on mixed media. I'm going to try and sort of run alongside Roseanne. Roseanne is... Hi, Roseanne! Roseanne's channel is Roxy Car 2 or Roxy Car 11, I can't remember, but Roxy Car whatever. She's going to do, in fact she started, oh, has she? Because she was saying the other night how she needs to sort of give a bit of background before she can actually start on